right, guys, we're back. I'm looking forward to seeing a lot of you today. We are reviewing, this is SOL Review Day 5, and we are talking about transformations. Remember, our three types of transformations we talk about in 8th grade math are translation, dilation, and reflection. Biggest things you need to worry about are remembering which axis is your y, which axis is your x. X is your horizontal, that coordinate is always written first. Y is your vertical, that coordinate is always written second. Okay. So our first problem in our Google Slides today is which of the following shows a reflection across the y-axis. So again, we talked about how our y-axis is our vertical axis. So if we are looking at A, B, C, and D, I see two reflections, okay? A and D are both reflections. You have to ask yourself which one flips across the y-axis, and that would be letter A. So for number 1, it is letter A. All right, a couple hints. Translation, if we're moving to the right or left, or right or up, sorry, where it's going to be a positive change. If we're moving to a negative change, it's going to be down or to the left, and you would subtract those based on the coordinates, either left or right. Dilation, we are multiplying or dividing both coordinates, not just one. Reflection, either our x or y will change based on which axis you're reflecting over. Okay, so number 2, describe the type of transformation that occur in each of the diagram below. And if you notice, we're in your type here box. I wrote A, B, and C because you do need to write all 3 of the types of transformations, okay? So obviously A, it's a reflection. It's like a mirror, okay? B, it slid down, and so it must be a translation. And C, the heart either got bigger or smaller, so we would call that a dilation. So number 1 says, given the trapezoid, we are going to translate it down. Since we're translating down, we are working with our y number only, okay? So for G, 7 minus 6 equals 1, okay? And then I have G prime, my little apostrophe, right? And it says then reflected across the y-axis. When you're reflecting across the y-axis, make sure you are changing your x coordinate to its opposite. In this case, it will be negative. So I'm going to get negative 2, 1. Okay, for H, I'm going to go ahead and just change my x coordinate to negative 5, since I know I don't have to do any subtraction. I know 7 minus 6 is 1, and so I'm going to say 1. Okay, J, negative 7. 4 minus 6 would give me negative 2. And then for K, negative 2. And 4 minus 6 again is going to be negative 2. Okay, so my new coordinates, and this is what I want you to type. I want you to type the prime because that indicates what the second, or after the translation, what has happened. So negative 2, 1, and this is what you would type for number 1. All right.